Today we're discussing if you should wait to buy or buy now here in Coastal Delaware. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Living in Coastal Delaware. I'm your host, Matt Lunden, your Coastal Delaware Realtor, and today we're discussing if you should wait to buy or buy now here in Coastal Delaware. Just going to discuss a few different factors. Obviously, it's been a hot topic recently, especially with rising interest rates. So I just want to give you guys my 2 cents on the subject and hopefully, help you make the decision that's right for you. As always, if you could do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below, smash the notification bell next to it. That helps us out here on the channel. And then if you are someone that's looking to make a move to the area or you're considering relocating to Delaware, that's what I help you with every single day, and I would love to work with you. So all my information is down below in the description and here on the screen, so please don't hesitate to reach out. Now let's dive in. As we look at a couple different factors here on whether or not you should buy now or maybe wait a little bit, the biggest one that we're going to look at is going to be market dynamics and interest rates. I'm sure you have heard that interest rates have gone up pretty significantly. We've talked about it before here on the channel. They're gonna go up even more throughout the year. So the biggest thing that we're looking at there is going to be affordability. As interest rates go up, the amount of home that you can afford certainly changes. If you got pre-approved or pre-qualified, February, even in March, and you're still looking for the home, you haven't found the home yet, and maybe you aren't going to find it until later in the month, that affordability that you were pre-qualified for or pre-approved for, it's going to change. It's going to look a little different. It's not going to be that, hey, we pre-qualified for $500,000 at a 3.5% interest rate. Well, now with interest rates being close to, if not over 5%, you're not going to be able to afford that same $500,000 if that was the top of your budget. So it's important that you're updating that pre-approval, staying in touch with the lender, and keeping an eye on things. As with interest rates, the one thing we don't know, or I should say we do know, we know that interest rates are going to go up throughout the year. We don't know what prices are going to do. I don't think prices are going to come down a whole lot. So if you're someone that's waiting for the market to crash or you're waiting for this big drop off in prices, I just don't think we're going to see it this year. But one thing I can guarantee you is that interest rates are going to continue to rise throughout the year. So if you're considering waiting because you think that you may get a more affordable price down the road, I think what you need to look at is not necessarily the total purchase price of the home, but look at exactly what those monthly payments will be. If you're looking at a home that's $500,000 right now at, let's say, a 4.5% interest rate, but you're going to wait because you think it's going to drop off, and you wait until August and that purchase price is now $425, $450, but your interest rate is 5.25% or 5.5%, you're going to end up still paying more monthly for that home than you would have if you just locked it in at the lower interest rate. So if you're looking strictly on purchase price, I implore you to just get an idea of what the monthly payment will be at the current interest rate, and then just play with that interest rate number a little bit. Just say, hey, if my purchase price were to go to this and the interest rate were to go to this, what would the monthly payment look like then? A lot of times you'll find that the monthly budget that you'll need is going to potentially go up even when purchase prices go lower, just because the interest rates are going to be going up. As we look a little bit further into interest rates, I think you're going to see a little bit of maybe a slowdown in buyer demand. And I think that's solely going to be on affordability. Those folks that are looking in one price range right now are going to need to look at a lower price range. So you'll see less buyer competition for a short period of time as people try to feel out the market and get an idea of what's going on at the different price points and different interest rates. And it's just something that you're going to have to keep in mind as you're working through the process. Another thing to keep in mind is we know the market right now. I can't tell you what the market's going to be like 3 months, 6 months, 9 months down the road, but I can tell you what it's like today. So if you're going to be waiting in hopes of something happening in the future, you could be waiting a while. You know, I know people that were going to buy in mid-2020 and they said, oh no, the market's too crazy. You know, I'm not doing anything right now. I'm going to wait for the prices to come down, you know, once the pandemic gets, you know, closer to being over. Well, here we are 2 years later, and those folks are still waiting to buy a home, still looking for homes that are affordable, and they can afford much less home now than they would have been able to, you know, 2 years ago, just because interest rates are higher, home prices are significantly higher. And, you know, like I said, I can tell you what the market's like now, but I can't tell you what it's going to be like in 9 months from now. And if you're waiting for a crash, I think you're going to be waiting for a little while. And then the final piece to that is going to be the number of people moving to coastal Delaware is significantly higher than it has been the previous 5 years. We are seeing people from New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Washington, D.C. move here, you know, at very high rates. And as they move here, a lot of those people are used to paying a lot more for homes in their current situation. So as they move here, you know, they may not see it to where, oh, that house is expensive. You know, they may think that the house is affordable in comparison to what they're used to. So as people continue to move here, that buyer demand is going to remain high. A lot of times their thought process on, you know, what home prices should be is a little bit different than maybe some people that have lived here longer or have been vacationing here for longer. So they're going to come in and they're going to scoop up homes. You know, as you know, even though I'm a real estate agent, I'm in the market. I'm looking to buy something as well. So it's important to, you know, always be looking, be on top of things, and just try and get an idea of where you can be. As I said, that interest rate is going to be going up this year. I don't think prices are going to come down a whole lot. So if you're someone that's considering waiting and hoping that the, you know, prices are going to drop, I would consider potentially starting to look a little more seriously now. Just because even if prices drop a little bit, but interest rates go up, you're still going to be paying the same, if not more, per month for that home. You can always, you know, if push comes to shove way down the road and interest rates go down again, you could always refinance. But, you know, if you're waiting just to wait in hopes of something, I think you're much better served in just buying a home or starting to look more seriously now. That's going to do it for today's episode. I hope I gave you guys a little bit of insight as to, you know, what the right situation may be for you, if you should wait or if you should buy now. If you did take something away from the video, as always, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button down below and smash the notification bell next to it. That really helps us out here on the channel and keeps you in the loop each week when we go live with all things coastal Delaware. And then if you are someone that's looking to make a move to the area, maybe you've got some real estate questions or just some questions about the area, all my information is down below in the description. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I look forward to hearing from you. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Peace.